We got this one done. So the National Association of Realtors will release its monthly report measuring the number of existing homes sold in October. All right, so let's go here and let's search for homes. Let me see. Existing homes report. There you go. Perfect. So wait a second. Did I have two? That's okay. We're good. We're good. So we have this one right here. So existing home sales report is brought to us by the National Association of Realtors, NAR. Let me get a drink real quick. All right, so existing report sales. All right, so the National Association of Realtors is a group that keeps track of homes being brought and sold. Each month, they release a report that shows how many homes that were already built, not new ones. So not the report that we just looked at about the new homes being built, but existing homes. That's called the Existing Home Sales Report. Here's what it tells us: how many homes people bought that month. It helps us see if more people are buying homes or fewer. The prices, are home prices getting more expensive or cheaper, or less expensive? The trends: if fewer people are buying homes, it could mean the economy is slowing down. If more are buying, it could mean things are improving. I'm really curious to see this report in the next few months. Sadly, people are not going to get their $25,000 towards their first home buy. And there's not going to be 3 million new homes built in the next 4 years. This report is important because it gives people like business owners and government a peek at how healthy the housing market is, which can affect jobs and the economy overall. Let's do a construction worker example, right? And the same for this question. If you have an additional example, like do me a favor. Do me a favor. Drop me the industry that you're in, right? Whether you are a stay-at-home mom, whether you work as a receptionist, help desk, whatever you work as, drop it in the chat, and I will make a note of those, and I'll generate some examples for our dictionary based on what you do, and that way we can get some more examples that are more related to you as we go through and learn this stuff on a weekly basis. All right. Or monthly, depending on when the report comes up. We're gonna continue doing the show because it is so informative and we have so much fun when we drop the beat. All right, I'm not going to give you that again. That is a classic, all right? That is a classic. It's gonna go down in the history books forever. Okay. Anyways. So for a construction worker, what does this report mean for a construction worker? Okay. It can give construction workers helpful hints about how much work might be coming their way. Here's why. More sales means more renovations. If more people are buying old homes, many new owners might want to fix them up, like adding a new deck, redoing a kitchen, or upgrading a bathroom. That's where construction workers come in to help with those projects. Fewer sales signal less work. I gotta fix the spacing between. All right, let me see. We'll pivot real quick. I'm going to add here that we're going to say fix the padding on list elements in the definitions, or no, in the examples actually, probably. But all right, slight pivot. As we see issues, we make a note of them and we continue. Okay. All right. So if more sales means more renovations, we read that. Fewer sales might signal less work. If the report shows fewer people are buying homes, it could mean people are holding off on repairs or new projects. Less demand might mean fewer job opportunities for construction workers planning for the future. Knowing if the housing market is hot or cold helps construction workers or contractors plan their schedules. If sales are slowing, they might start looking for other projects like commercial buildings or public infrastructure work to stay busy. In short, this report gives construction workers a heads up about what to expect, whether it's time to gear up for more home renovations or be prepared for a slow period. So awesome. And let me see. Miss Freckles says, is finance funds, FT finance funds processor and FTS stay-at-home mom. Gotcha. Perfect. So I will do both of those. Finance funds and so full-time finance funds processor and full-time stay-at-home mom. I'm not sure what a finance fund processor does, but we're going to find out. We're going to make an example for you so that it can be more personable to you to understand why this report is important to you. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Let me add that to my list of notes. Where should I add it? Let me just drop it in here. All right, I got it added. I'll get it into our examples when we have this again. All right, so let's get to our report. So 3.4%. What does this 3.4% mean? Let's find out. So in October of 2024, existing home sales grew month over month in all four regions of the U.S. Year over year. Sales rose in the Midwest, South, and West, and were unchanged in the Northeast. Shout out to that. Let's just go straight to the full news release. So highlights. Existing homes climbed 3.4% in October to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.96 million. Sales advanced 2.9% from 1 year ago, the first year-over-year increase in more than 3 years.
We the best.
The median existing homes price ascended 4% from October 2023 to $407,200, the 16th consecutive month of year-over-year price gains. The inventory of unsold existing homes edged up higher by 0.7% from the prior month to 1.37 million at the end of October, or the equivalent of 4.2 months supply at the current monthly sales price. Let's see. All right, so from Washington, existing home sales rose in October, according to the NAR. Sales improved in all four major U.S. regions. Year over year, sales elevated in 3 regions, but were unchanged in the Northeast. The Northeast would be the New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia. Philadelphia is considered Northeast. It's right next to New Jersey. I know that now. It's right next to New Jersey. I had no idea a few weeks ago, but Mitch clearly explained it to me that it is right next. We pulled up the map and it was right next to each other. Believe it or not, it was right next to each other. They're like brother and sister. New Jersey and Philadelphia are like brother and sister, right? So let's continue. Total existing home sales completed transactions that include single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums, and co-ops expanded 3.4% from September to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.96 million in October. Year over year, sales progressed up 2.9, up from 3.85 million in October of 2023. The worst of the downturn in home sales could be over, with increasing inventory leading to more transactions, said Chief Economist Lawrence Yu, which I call him Larry because we're close now. I call him Larry, right? I call him Larry. So he calls me TCR. I call him Larry. I just jump on the phone and give him a call. I can't, but I would. But if I could, I would say, "Hey, what's up, Larry?" As additional job gains and continued economic growth appeared assured, resulting in growing housing demand. However, for the first-time home buyers, mortgage financing is critically important. While mortgage rates remain elevated, they are expected to stabilize. Let's see what the current mortgage rates. It says most people, let's say they're putting about 3% down. This thing never works. Come on, Google, do better. All right, Lending Tree. Let's see what Lending Tree has to say. Nope, not there. Let me see. All these. All right, let's see. Freddie Mac. What is Freddie Mac saying? 30-year fixed mortgage rate, 6.84%, 15-year 6.02%. But what's the down payment? How much you got to put down to get that rate? This is probably at a 20% rate, I'm guessing. I gotta find me a good mortgage calculator or mortgage, like not mortgage calculator, but I'm gonna say your car, no idea. Build an API to pull this information from, and you can pass in your how much you want to put down. You can pass in your credit score, and it would give you what the average rate is. I'm sure it exists, but if I can't get the answer on my first search, then I'm gonna build my own, right? I'm gonna build my own. Anyways, let's get back to this, right? So, let me see. We are at this one, right? So, says, all right. So total housing inventory registered at the end of October was 1.37 million units, up 0.7% from September, and 19.1% from a year ago. Unsold inventory sits at 4.2 months supply at the current sales pace, down from 4.3 months supply in September, but up from 3.6 months supply in October 2023. So I mean that's good because that means there's more homes are being bought and sold, and that's decreasing the inventory, which means that we're gonna have to continue building more. The median existing home price for all housing types in October was 407,000, up 4% from 1 year ago, 391,600. All 4 U.S. regions registered price increases. I just have another idea. What about if we just implement? What if we just embed this calculation thing right into this definition right here? So right here in here, we can have a mortgage rate calculator where we can pass in those variables. I think that'd be pretty cool. Is it possible? I'm sure it's possible. Do I know how to do it? Absolutely not. Can I figure it out? Absolutely. Sounds like a great topic for Thursday nights. All right. Anyways, let's continue. So Realtor Confidence Index. Let's see. It says, I missed this part. So the ongoing price gain means increasing wealth for homeowners nationwide. Additional inventory and more home building activity will help price increases moderate next year. All right. Let's see. According to the Realtors Confidence Index, properties typically remain on the market for 29 days in October, up from 28 days in September, and 23 from October 2023. First-time buyers are responsible for 27% of the sales at like 6 to 7% interest rates. Crazy. And imagine if they have bad credit. Oof, my goodness. Talk about short selling people and getting homes on foreclosure. Up from 26% in September, but down 28% in October 2023. Let's see. Found that the annual share of first-time buyers was 24%, the lowest ever recorded. Cash sales accounted for 27% of transactions in October, down from 30% in September and 29% in October 2023. Individual investors or second home buyers who make up many cash sales purchased 17% of homes in October, up from 16% in September and 15% in October. This is Anton buying up this stuff. Distressed sales, foreclosures, and short sales represented 2% of sales in October, unchanged from the previous year. Mortgage rates, according to Freddie Mac, the 30-year fixed mortgage rate averaged 6.78 as of November 14th. That is down from 6.79 1 week ago and 7.44% 1 year ago. Still too high, still too rich for my blood. Single family home sales accelerated 3.5% to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 3.58 million in October, up 4.1% from the prior year. The median existing single family home price was 412,000, up 4.1% from October 2023. So homes are getting a little bit more expensive. Not too bad, but 4.1% is still a decent jump. Existing condominium and co-op sales extended. I hate co-ops, by the way, and I hate HOAs. Extended 2.7% in October to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 380,000 units, down 7.3% from a year ago, 410,000. The median existing condo price was 260,000 in October, up 1.6% from the previous year. Regional breakdown. Existing homes in the Northeast grew 2.2% from September, an annual rate of 470,000. Identical of October 2023. That's for the Northeast. Midwest existing home sales bounced 6.7% in October to an annual rate of 950,000, up 1.1% from the prior year. The median price in the Midwest was 305,300, up 7.2%. Existing homes in South climbed 2.9% from September. Annual rate of 1.77 million in October, 2.3% up from 1 year ago. Median price is 361,000. So the South still has the Midwest is cheaper than the South. Shout out to the Midwest. In the West, existing homes increased 1.3% in October to an annual rate of 770,000. Up 8.5% a year ago. The median price in the West was 627,700. So the West has higher cost than the Northeast. That's interesting. But that's it. That is it. Let me see. Let's do this. Before I go to the chat, let's just jump straight into the University of Michigan so we can finish off the day, and then we'll have some fun in the chat, and then we'll wrap it up.
Back from the streets, now I'm coding all night. They look at me like a fool, it don't feel right. Boot camps try to shackle, but I broke every chain. Got my eyes on the prize, ain't no stopping my reign. Used to run blocks, now I'm running these scripts. Look at them sweat, while my hustle just grips. No room for cowards in this digital climb. I'm the king of this jungle, it's my coding time. King of the code, I wear the crown. Gonna run this game, run them all down. From the concrete to the tech throne, I'll dominate this world, gonna make it my own. Show them who's boss from zero to hero. Turn every line to gold, they ain't keeping it real though. I elevate the game while they stuck in a glitch. Watch me rise to the top, counting every pitch. Crack the code like I cracked the streets. From back alleys to Silicon Elite. You thought you knew, but you don't know yet. I'll bring the heat, ain't seen nothing yet. King of the code, I wear the crown. Gonna run this game, run them all down. From the concrete to the tech throne, I'll dominate this world, gonna make it my own. I wear the crown. Gonna run this game, run them all down. From the concrete to the tech throne, I'll dominate this world, gonna make it my own. Show them who's boss from zero to hero. Turn every line to gold, they ain't keeping it real though. I'll elevate the game while they stuck in a glitch. Watch me rise to the top, counting every pitch. Crack the code like I cracked the streets. From back alleys to Silicon Elite. You thought you knew, but you don't know yet. I'll bring the heat, ain't seen nothing yet. King of the code, I wear the crown. Gonna run this game, run them all down. From the concrete to the tech throne, I'll dominate